Hey guys, so earlier today I released a quest guide for the new quest, the Fate of the Gods, and I said I'd release a rewards video summarizing the rewards as well as telling you guys how to obtain them. So that's what this video is. I just wanted to release it, telling you guys about the various rewards and how to obtain them, some of which are mentioned in the news post on the RS homepage, but there are a lot of rewards that aren't mentioned there, so I'm just going to show you guys how to get them, where to go and what to do. So first of all, let's just start off with the obvious ones, the XPs and the quest points and the various stuff that you get at the end of the quest as soon as you do the quest. So as you can see, you get a ton of XP, 450k XP in total. And on top of this you get obviously the 2 treasure hunter keys, yay, and 2 hearts of ice, yay, but also the most important thing that you probably get immediately from this quest is the Shard of Zaros. So one of the uses for the Shard of Zaros is the fact that you can use it on the Memoriam device back in the Sanctum when you go through the WorldGate to Freneski. And it acts as a point of contact with Zaros himself, where you can ask him questions that you may have missed out on asking him during the quest, and also replay the cutscene where he actually turns into Zaros as a physical form. So that's quite interesting, I guess, and yeah, that's probably the first major use for the Shard of Zaros itself. So secondly, what the shard is used for is if you wield it, it makes you unaggressive to the Muspars back in the cave, the cradle, Mars Cradle, so the place where you had to fight the Muspars or last it out for 5 minutes. So yeah, I guess that's a bit useful maybe. They seem to be good combat training targets, I don't know, maybe, whatever. But yeah, they're unaggressive. Secondly, and most importantly, what it makes unaggressive is all the factions of the God Wars dungeon are unaggressive to you if you wield it. Now the good thing is this includes Zaros, the armies of Zaros himself. So when you're going to Nex, for example, I've known some people DC and die and lose everything because they lost their frozen key as well while in the Nex area, and they need a frozen key to get back, so they lost a lot of stuff. I've seen some people do that. But yeah, it can no longer happen anymore if you wield that. So I guess that's probably the biggest advantage, because there's nothing else that protects you from Zarosian minions apart from the Shard of Zaros. So yeah. Now, as you may have noticed, it's quite a pain in the backside to get back to the WorldGate each time after you teleport out of it. So I think this next reward makes it a lot easier. Basically, use the 6-stage circuit. If you've done the WorldGate quest, that is, that's only if you've done the WorldGate quest. You can use this 6-stage circuit that you got, teleport back to the druid back in Guthix's shrine, talk to him, and he will set another target for the teleport option in the 6-stage circuit, and that option will be the WorldGate, so it will just teleport you straight there. So a nice and simple as well as very convenient reward there. So onto the Memoriam crystals, and let me just say that you need 16 of them to unlock everything, which includes the 2 overrides, the cosmetic overrides, as well as the Memoriam crystals obviously unlocking the memories of Zaros and Seren. Now there are 12 Zaros memories in total, and they'll take up most of your time trying to collect. 8 of them are on the approach, so you might have noticed a ton of them on your way to the Sanctum when you were doing the quest, but in case you haven't collected all of them, in case you weren't actively looking for them while doing the quest, you should probably go back and just have a look around. It's not too hard, just go to all the places on the approach just before the Sanctum, and you'll be able to find all 8 of the Zaros crystals over there. The remaining 4 you can easily find if you followed my quest guide. You can easily find in each of the Sanctum, the Pit, the cradle and the elder halls, one at each place. Now I think that you can only get 11 of those 12 memories before the quest. You need to get the one in the cradle after the quest, I do believe. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on this, but yeah, the one in the cradle you may want to get after the quest. The cradle is basically the place where Ma is and where the Muspah are. Now, on to Seren's memories. There are only 4 of them, but they're pretty hard to get. If you follow the path I took, or you can just explore yourself, it's not too hard. If you were exploring for the Zaros crystals, then you probably would have found this place anyway. Basically, cross the bridge in that remote corner and you'll find 4 pillars. To get all 4 Seren crystals, you need to tag the pillars 80 times without leaving the area. Now the problem is that there's a ton of lightning, and the frequency of these lightning attacks increases as you tag more and more pillars. And as I said, remember that you have to tag all 80 at once. You can't teleport out and tag the rest to be able to take out all 4 crystals. Obviously the crystals will light up, or I think you'll get a message or something to let you know that they are able to be retrieved. You can only retrieve 1 at a time, but yeah, I'd bring a lot of food. I'd also bring the distorted engrameter if you've done that. So let's just talk about that quickly. So if you've done the Mardrat Memories mini quest, you can use that engrameter. You need to charge it up with 500 memories again, and once you've done that, you simply need to go to Frenesky and yeah, just use it there. Click on it there and you will get 25k divination XP, and it will become a distorted engrameter which will reduce the damage you take from the environment. And I think I worked it out at 15% reduction from the lightning, so that's pretty good. It will also help you during the collection of the Seren memories. So that's basically all there is. What you do when you get all these memories is you go to the Memoriam device in the Sanctum and just deposit them there, and you will see an animation of one of the sort of cupboards, whatever you call them, opening, and you can just click on them to get the cosmetic overrides of the Helm of Seren and the Mask of Zaros in your wardrobe. So yeah, now you can get a 75k XP lamp in a combat skill that is above 80, not including prayer or summoning, up to 3 times by the way, so you can get up to 225k XP in a particular skill. If you talk to Azanadra in Centiston, so Centiston is basically where you switch to the Zarosian altar. The best way is probably to use the Digsight pendant to get there. You must have come here a lot if you've done the temple at Centiston. By the way, you need to have done that to get this reward. So yeah, you can just talk to him and get that reward. Secondly, if you've done the Ritual of the Mardrat quest, you can talk to Wahisito or Ali the Wise in the north part of Narda, and you can get a large prismatic lamp from him, which grants up to 34.4k XP, which is at level 98. So that's the maximum you can get. It scales depending on your level. Now I found this pretty cool. So you can unlock a title called the Annihilator if you kill the Nihils. Yeah, I think that's where they got the names from. I didn't know that until I found out you could do this. So you need to kill all 4 Nihils, which are in the pit, I think. Yeah, the pit of Frenesky. You need to kill all of them at once. So get all of them on you and kill them at once. So like none of them should be flying across the room when you kill the first one. So all 4 should be alive and attacking you when you kill them. And kill all of them. When you do that, you'll unlock the Annihilator title. Now it's easier said than done, obviously. This is a lot harder than just killing them one by one, which is what you needed to do for the quest. Obviously you might have done this where you killed all 4 at once while you were doing the quest. That would have saved you some time, but if you didn't do that, then you'll need to do it now. The only tips I can probably give you are that you should probably attack the ice one last, even though I didn't do it in the clips you're watching because I didn't really concentrate on tactics that much. You should attack the ice one last for the simple reason that it keeps freezing you and stunning you, so it'll be hard for you to eat food. So what I would do is probably leave the ice one till last, attack either the shadow or the smoke one first, get them both down, close to death, but don't kill them obviously, and then attack the blood one, get it on you, but don't attack it, don't get its LP down because it will heal up if you use any multi-attack abilities, because when it's siphoning obviously it heals up. And get the ice one last, so kill the ice one first, maybe up to you, but I would definitely tag the ice one last. And yeah, I'm not sure about the order, but this isn't meant to be a guide, this is just a way of showing you guys how to get the title. So yeah, that's all you need to do for the title. Sorry. Who says elder artifacts aren't useful, guys? Let me tell you, they are very useful indeed. So you can get 200k divination XP after the quest using the measure that you obtained during the quest. And let me just tell you how to do that. There are 4 different places you need to go to and place the measure to get the Elder Chronicles, which will grant you 50k XP each. The first one is in Entrana. Obviously you can't take any items in there, any combat items in there, so make sure of that. Go from Port Sarim, take the ferry, and then go to the northwest corner of the island, next to the submerged statue. And what you need to do is you need to just place the measure, sorry, next to the submerged statue, and you will find an Elder Chronicle, and just click on it. Basically it. Second place is just outside the Tazar entrance, so probably the best way is to use the truckload to get to the Tazar place area, and then you can just come out and then use the measure, or you can use the Brimhaven teleport, get to Brimhaven anywhere you like, and then travel east. The third one is next to the Oracle on Ice Mountain, so that's probably easiest to get to using the Edgeville lodestone or the Edgeville teleport, using the Amulet of Glory, and then walking west. And the final one is probably the most remote one. It's in the ruins of Ulek, so that's basically the swamp in the southeast corner of the Caridian Desert. The best way to get to this would probably be using a teleport to Sophonet, like the Magic Carpet or the Pharaoh's Scepter if you have that, and then travelling southeast into the swamp and up the Fallen Pillar, and you'll see some archaeologists, so just place the measure next to them. That's basically it. Congrats on getting 200k free divination XP, guys. Now the final one is not an XP related reward, but rather a very useful reward, especially if you do stuff like penguins often. This requires the General Shadow mini quest to be complete for you to be able to do this. And basically you need to get to the Empyrean Citadel where Slisky resides. I think you need the invitation box for this from Missing Presumed Death. So yeah, just go to the throne room, just a bit into the Citadel once you teleport to it, and try to leave it, and you will be stopped by Slisky. He will let you ask him one question and he will give you a straightforward answer. I asked him, "Are you a god?" He says no, so fair enough, I learned something there. And he also gives you a gift, and that gift is that you can see into the Shadow Realm without a ring of visibility. So for example, if you like to hunt penguins, you can see ghost penguins without needing the ring of visibility, and you can also talk to ghosts that are normally invisible using this ability without the ring of visibility. There are quite a few advantages to it, so I guess that's pretty useful maybe, but yeah, that's nice to know. When was the last time a quest gave you 1 mil XP as a reward? Well, I may be wrong, but I can't remember a quest which has done that. I mean, I thought While Gothic Sleeps was pretty damn impressive, but that was 6 years ago now, and times have changed. XP is easier to come by, so 1 mil doesn't seem like much, but at least in my opinion this is a huge amount. So most of it is divination XP, provided you have the requirements, as you can see, and I think that's pretty chunky and pretty hefty, and I think it's worth it because divination, in my opinion, is one of the slowest skills now, if not the slowest, after the release of Runespan. And yeah, any XP in it is welcome. As you can see, I guess I got 99 today, so you guys are the first to see it before I release it in my Road to Max Cape series video. But yeah, thanks to this I got 99 divination, so yay. Thanks everyone that came, by the way. But yeah, back to the point. I think this quest is amazing. I recommend you do the quests that are recommended before you do this quest. 1 for the lore and 2 for the XP, because much of this XP is dependent on you doing, actually only a bit of it is dependent on you doing some of the other recommended quests. So yeah, 934.4k XP, pretty chunky, pretty hefty, but you know, some people might disagree that it's as big a deal as Wild Gothic Sleep, as XP was in the days of Wild Gothic Sleeps. Okay, so the last part of this video will be on the miscellaneous summary, so all the other stuff that you get. So obviously you got the 2 quest points, which is pretty low, I'd say, for such a big quest, but understandable because there's not many actual requirements to be able to do it. Only skill requirements and 1 quest requirement. 2 key tokens, 2 hearts of ice, meh. Shard of Zaros, extremely useful, and you can kill the 3 Muspars back at the cradle, which are good combat XP, I think, so it's pretty cool. So you've also got the Annihilator title, which I found quite funny because it's got the word Nihil in the middle of it, and you got the ability to see into the Shadow Realm without having a ring of visibility, and you've got the very useful 6-stage circuit teleport to the WorldGate, so that's a real bonus for the people that have done the World Wakes. If you haven't done it, then you've missed out on a lot, because that was the first breathtaking quest that I've done in the recent past, I think. And you've got the Engrameter, of course, which gives you 25k divination XP and prevents you from taking as much damage as you would have if you didn't have it. And finally you've got the 2 overrides. My favourite obviously is a Zaros override, but the Seren one looks pretty cool as well. Obviously I wouldn't go around wearing it for obvious reasons. And finally you have the Measure, an Elder artifact, pretty underrated because you're now the owner of an Elder artifact. Yeah, not much being said about it, but I think that's a pretty big thing. I'm pretty sure they're going to use it on future quests. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed, and I really recommend that you do this quest as well as the recommended quests, so that you can take advantage of all the rewards of this amazing quest.